Hi, Cancer and Cancer Cross Watchers, and welcome to Grateful Empress Tarot. Welcome to Grateful Empress Tarot. That came out weird. I also was told to say it to you a couple of times. Weird. Don't know. We just go with it here. My name is Sonia. Today I will be doing a general romantic love reading for the collective of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement. Anywhere that you find Cancer as a placement in your birth chart, this reading could be for you. I'm going to start off by saying your energy is a little erratic this morning, my darling Cancerians. Don't take that offensively. I'm just saying these cards are all over the place and they're trying to say something that they're really excited to tell you. So can't wait to unpack this. Cross Watchers, you are always welcome here. If this is your first visit here to Grateful Empress Tarot, welcome in. I am so glad that you're here. Hope you enjoy what we do. Hope you'll consider staying and becoming a subscriber. If you're a returning viewer and this is your second visit or third visit back, I'm first going to say welcome back, but I also hope that this time around I will earn your subscription. Something here is calling you back, so I'm really happy you're here, and hopefully this time around you'll stay. If you are one of my subscribers already, I appreciate you in a way that I don't know how to actually express. The fact that you're here, the fact that you want to be here, and the fact that you are actively listening to this reading at all, or any reading. I couldn't be more grateful for you, so thank you. From the bottom of my heart. All right, general readings are not personal ones. They did not go out with one person and that person's specific situation in mind. So while you are here, please enjoy yourself. Use your own intuition and discernment to collect the parts of this reading that you feel are yours, and then lovingly release the rest to a different Cancer that may need that message more than you at this time. Whenever it does resonate, if it is a sentence, a segment, or the entire thing, please hit the like button. Drop me a comment in the text box below to tell me how this is your story. Feel free to share this video with anyone you feel may need its messages. And lastly, please remember to become a subscriber. All right, let's dive in. Your theme for today is starting off with something about a long-term relationship. A partnership that's not just dating, something that leads to a higher level of commitment. Number 12, encirclement. And this says love will flourish in this long-term relationship. This is choosing one another. This is creating the circle around the two of you that no one can penetrate. It's about two people who love one another with all their heart and are willing to grow and learn about life through one another. And it will be very abundant, very flourishing. It will bring forth many blessings. A lot of lessons too, but a lot of blessings also. Oh, we have the Lost Parrot card. This deck is really cool. It's part of the Green Glyphs. There's about 4 or 5 decks that go with this, and they're just all so cool. And my staff at my work purchased this for me for a Christmas gift, and I could not be more grateful. I'm just loving this. Lost Parrot speaks about the missing the past, misconception about belonging. You can't hold on to something that was never yours to begin with. So this is basically like missing something that you once had, and possibly about it changing to something different. If in the past it was a version of a relationship, but it wasn't the real deal, I think that this will be moving forward towards belonging to something that actually is meant for the situation. Very fascinating energy here. We also have number 1, the Amethyst, and this says, go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. So going inside, going deep inside, looking at what it is your soul is trying to tell you about this situation. This is about a relationship you want. It's about something you thought you had lost, but maybe what you thought you lost in that was something that was never really the right way to start off with. Now it might be time for this to grow and move into a long-term relationship. The bottom of our main deck, I see the Knight of Pentacles. I see the Two of Wands. I see the Three of Pentacles, and I see the Strength card of Leo. So what has gone on here, what you don't see, is that it has taken one or both of you a very long time to make a decision about this relationship, about what you want, about where it's to head, where it's to go. The thing is that both of you are finally being brave enough to say you want to build a life together. You choose one another. This is about giving plans to a future, structuring it, building it from the ground up, being brave enough, courageous enough to say those things, because it feels to me like it took a really, really long time to make that decision. Both of you had to be extraordinarily patient while one or both of you was trying to decide what to do about this. If you got started off in the past as something different than what you want, I think that's a little bit about this. Like in the past, maybe you were just friends. Then you moved to friends with benefits. Then things petered out. Or maybe you were dating and things broke apart, but you never took the next step to the next chapter. There is something here about an old way and things being completely different from that now, moving forward. So your energy at this time as Cancer is in the power of protection. This says you are always protected. Trust that help is always closer than you think and act with confidence. So you are being guided. You're being protected. Spirit team, advisors, family, friends, people that have your back. You are in a protected mode. Three of Cups. And the World card, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio energy. Yes, you are protected, knowing that you would like to get back to like going on a couple of dates. Maybe you're going to ask this person out on a date. Maybe you would like them to ask you, or maybe they already have asked you. But it's sort of a re-coming together. Like, would you like to go have a cup of coffee? Something like that. Being protected in that, knowing that the old way is fully closed out. So what once was for you in partnership with this person, whatever that version was, that cycle is successfully and fully closed for you. You're not looking at that chapter anymore. It's all the way done. It's over. You are opening the door to your next chapter with this person. That's what you want to look at. What is the next chapter? Where are we heading next? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. That's divine masculine energy. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this looks a bit to me, Cancer, like in the past, you may have been married or life partner, or at minimum, you had a high amount of responsibilities, a home price, vehicles, insurance, children, a business you own, something like that. You had a lot of responsibility. It's not that you don't still have those. It's that you made an active decision to move forward as the role that you have, knowing that you want a new start for yourself in a loving manner that has required you to become single and really focus on what you do for work instead of being focused on partnership so much. I think that there is energy here about wanting to reopen the door to whatever can come next, but it does look like you are actively pursuing a new start in love with this person, but you know that it requires you to be single, free, and available, not with someone else. Okay? You're being told to make the effort towards this, but you're being told to love yourself first. So putting yourself in a position of, I know my worth, I know my value, I know what I want, I know how I want my life to be. Standing your ground, standing guard of that, knowing what you want, but then making the effort to ask this person out for a cup of coffee, I think is what I see. You're going to take a chance. Good for you. Number 9, worry beads. This is so you. Trust me when I say I love you guys. Seriously, some of my favorite people in my whole world are Cancerians. I love you guys to the bottom of my heart. You guys can sometimes go inside that little shell and you're sat alone with your fears and your worries and your anxieties. A little nervous about it, but number 1, the sapphire, and number 2, the olive branch. Yeah. I think that there's this energy of knowing that your spiritual insight, your intuition as a Cancerian, your energy is such in which you have a major amount of hope and faith. You make solid decisions. You are also someone very revered and very kind, and you are the life of the party. Like, you take really good care of the people around you. You are exquisite in your presentation for someone. You are a very good looking person, shall we say. I think that this is the energy of basically coming to terms with what happened in the past for you, coming to terms with everything you had to navigate, whatever cycle you were in with this person before. It wasn't the way you wanted it, but it wasn't time for it to be the way you wanted it until now. This is that. I'm going to offer you this because I want this back on track. I want this so badly, but I need to really get centered in on what happened and how do I then make amends to that and open the door to the next chapter. I know it's taken a long time. I know it has, but you knew it had to be that way, and you had to learn how to love yourself first so you didn't lose yourself in that lost parrot. That's what that's about. You lost yourself in your past relationship with someone else, not this person, with someone else. You lost yourself. And you then, when this person who we're going to read about came on your path, they opened the door for you to be like, oh, it's okay for me to be me? Well, yeah, it is. They love you for how you are, not for what someone else expected you to be. There it is, risk and dare. I knew you wanted to take a risk. You're going to be making some choices that will really feel unique to you, but they will produce something much grander than what you've ever experienced. You're going to have to take the chance to do it, but it's not a chance that you don't already know the answer to what it would be. So if you are worried, or if your fear is, oh my God, I know I want to ask someone out for coffee, I'm nervous about it, you already know that they're going to say yes. It's what's the next thing that comes. That's the thing that feels worrisome to you, I bet. The fear of the unknown. All right, let's move over here to this person. They are showing up as the deceptive disguise. This says, appearances can be deceiving. Pay attention to the details that reveal the truth behind the surface. This person feels a little bit like they need to protect themselves, possibly from whatever once was. They're very nervous that that's what you're wanting round 2. Whatever you guys had in the past, they're concerned that you want that exact same cycle. You don't. They're just concerned about that. Oh, the fortune teller card, and the 7 of Wands. So the fortune teller card, it's really cool. It's very unique to a couple of these decks. I got this, and I understand I'm filming this in what is still the winter. This is the Autumn Mist deck. This is version 2 from Destiny. And they are so cute, and they have one for every season, and I'm waiting for my spring one to arrive. But I swear they have such cute little cards in here, and this is one of the extras. This is the fortune teller. So I get a feeling that this person over here is someone very spiritual. This is someone who actively is either a tarot reader themselves, or they listen to tarot readings, or they are highly intuitive. They're an empath. This is someone that also has learned how to love themselves and stand their ground with boundaries in the cycle in which the two of you were not together. Their concern is that you want the same thing you once wanted with them. And I can sense that was dissatisfying to this person because they wanted more. And they still do. I think that's the thing I want you to know, is that this person does still want more than what you once had. They're ready for the next chapter. They don't want round 2 repeat performance, okay? Yes, 9 of Swords. They're a little stressed about that. They're kind of concerned that's what you're here for. We have the Tower card of Scorpio. We have the 10 of Wands. They're making a big change in their life currently and putting down a burden, something that's been heavy for them, but they're kind of going through it. I'm not going to lie. It's not real easy what they're going through right now. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. And we have the 7 of Wands. Again, that's double clarification. This is someone that would like to, I think, go on a date with you and rebuild with you from the ground up. They want a new chapter. They want something different. They also really want to know what you want. They want to know why you're here. Especially if you're showing back up in their life and it's like, I have to defend. I have to explain. I want to reassure, but I also want you to hear me. I'm not here for any kind of BS. I want the real deal, or I don't want anything at all from you. Friends is all I can offer if you're not here for the real deal. And I know that that sounds like an ultimatum. Try to hear it from the lens of that's not an ultimatum. That's the real feelings this person has. They don't want another round of just nonsense. They want another cycle in which it is real. It's able to grow. It's able to produce fruit. Something that's not just a light, short-term type of a thing. This is someone who likes to flirt with you. And this is someone who their career has a big part to play with what's happening here. Someone who makes a nice living so that you won't feel like if you move forward to them that they are paying for everything, or you are. Basically, you can divert and take turns with cost, and also things like going on trips, I just heard. Now that's really interesting, very specific. We have number 9, the fishing pole. We have number 2, the ostrich trap, and number 3, constellation. This is what I mean. This is someone who has, they make a good living. This is someone who is very self-reliant. This is someone who does not ask for help very often. Okay. This is also someone who is constantly in a state of self-improvement. They mentor someone. They provide energy. They have a lot of achievements, a lot of accomplishments. And it's someone that's very giving of their life, their energy, what they have. Especially if they are a tarot reader or they listen to them, they're able to hear things from a spiritual aspect and giving of a spiritual aspect. This is also someone who sometimes is nervous in the way that they're perceived. Also, sometimes they're a bit nervous about what in the world are you doing here? Why are you contacting me? Why are you back? What is it that you want? This is someone actively kind of going through a harder time in their life currently. So it could be that they're sort of worried that you're here to just get gossip or hear the deets, the tea, okay? But they also are someone who has a strong support network around them. So it's someone that there are people around them in their life, whether work or friends or a group. Maybe they're part of a support network, like a 12-step program or something. It's just that they have a very large group of people around them that helps govern how they approach life. Not the choices they make, but people they value, people they trust, people that they bounce ideas off of. And at one time, you used to be in that group. I just heard that for someone. At one time, you used to be part of that constellation, that network of people. You made a decision, or they did, that ended that. And that's how you felt like you lost something. You felt like you got kind of kicked out, or they got kicked out. And so that's part of that as well. Number 30, set your intentions. I think that this person seriously, regularly, on new moons or large transitions or of planetary movement, they use those as dates, times, points, places to set intentions for what they want to manifest in their life. This is someone that definitely loves the energy that the two of you have. They like how flirty and fun that feels, no matter how stressful it is. Okay, so what are their intentions? What do they want out of this situation? We have the Red Hood, and this says, embrace your unique identity as it is your strength. Own your individuality and let it guide your path. So this person intends to continue being themselves. They really want to honor that about themselves. They want to be authentically them. They don't want to be anybody else. They don't want to try to fit into a mold for anybody. That means that they've worked hard on themselves. That means that they know their worth. They know their value. They're not hiding that from anybody. They know. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, and the Empress, Taurus Libra energy. They intend to continue being their beautiful, authentic self, just who they are. Loving, kind, caring, so empathetic, so sweet in this nature. They do intend to continue to attract by just being themselves, not being anyone but them. They're going to just sit in that energy of, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I know who I am. Everything that they went through with you in the past opened the door to the fertility of what they want for themselves, what they're hopeful for. What is the thing that is the place in their life where they're ready? What are they ready for? And they're attracting that in. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. We have the Death card of Scorpio. Ooh. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Devil card of Capricorn. And we have the Four of Wands. Cancer. This person, I think, is very much intending to end the cycle in which there is inactivity. Okay, this person's intentions are that they have sacrificed what they want with this relationship and you for long enough. They are ready to end that cycle and fully transform it into the next chapter. And the next chapter is this. Long-term, full life, happy life, getting married, having children, blending families, having pets, buying homes, opening businesses, going on trips. They want the cycle of what once was to be completely closed out because they feel like what happened in the past was meant to happen. It was a lesson. Now that that lesson has been learned, it's been achieved, it's been honored, now is the time for this, the hand fasting, the union between two people that want this so badly. This person wants to be with you for the rest of their life. They are not necessarily attached to the idea, or they don't have to be married to you unless that's something you both decide. But it does tell me it's almost like they've worked so hard on themselves that if it is that, they're great, because basically there's love here that's going to flourish between the two of you. It's always been there. Children are the one thing that's affecting this. That could be your kids, their kids, both of your kids, however that plays out. But there is something here about how children have been the number one reason why this has not moved forward to date. Okay, it's taken a long time to get here to make this choice because of them. We have number 6, the Castle. We have number 4, the corset. And we have number 9, the rainbow. This is someone who intends to continue, I feel, honoring the legacy, honoring the fact that they understand you have responsibilities if you have kids or if they've got kids. This is someone that's very following of rules. But know this, so a corset will hold something tightly in place. It holds things where it's meant to be. However, most corsets have a fun little lace in the back that can be very easily removed. They're also kind of enticing, for lack of a better word. I think that this person intends to continue following the things that they've wanted to do, being very proper in the way that they are looking at life and what they want for themselves, the boundaries they have. They are also someone that is here for the long haul. This is not someone that's just a light-hearted dalliance. This is someone who intends to continue honoring the wish that was granted to them in you. The serendipity of meeting you right when they did. All of the things that are no coincidences, but the way you two started or the way that this happened, they intend to continue being patient, having the hope, having the creation and the manifestation in the perfect timing. If this is about your kids, they want to make sure that you feel ready and that your kids are okay. If it's about their kids, they want to do the same thing. They need to put them in a position of knowing that that's their responsibility and they have to do it this way. But either way, it is about this person standing in honor, standing in integrity, standing in not pushing one way or the other. No ultimatums, no pressure. It's just, I know what I want. I want you, but I want you when you're free, clear, and ready to rock and roll. I don't want anything other than that. Number 26, keep the faith. That is what they believe in. They always believe in you. They always believe that you are the ultimate, the penultimate for their life. They have kept the faith. They will continue doing so for the future of this relationship. That's what they want. They want the future of this relationship. They want this with you. Okay. How does this person feel about you truly? We have the promise to stay safe. Commitment to your path brings protection. Focus on your intention. Avoid distractions that steer you away from your purpose. So I feel like this person is promising you a beautiful, abundant life that is safe and free from all of the hurt, all of the drama, all of the things that didn't work out in the past. Free from a life in which there's codependency. Free from a life that is toxic and not what both of you want. This is someone who feels like they are promising you that they will maintain who they are today and continue growing forward, not being toxic, not going backward. They're promising you that they're going to be committed to the life path that the two of you create together. 9 of Cups, they feel like you are a humongous wish, something they asked for. 8 of Pentacles, they've worked hard towards this, so do you. And what they want, what they feel is they want to marry you. This is twin flame energy, 1111, high-level soulmate, union between two people who love one another, and a new beginning that's very passionate, a lot of chemistry, beautiful intimacy. That is not a problem for you guys, I just heard at all. This is someone who intends to promise you the world, and they've got the chops to back that up. So you're being told to keep an open mind here. Even if this person doesn't look like, feel like, talk like the type of person you always thought you would end up with, maybe you two came from really different backgrounds, really different childhoods, and it's hard sometimes for you to see how this person looks at life in such a different way from you. It's almost like it's so different from you, you don't quite even know how to process that. But they feel strongly that where you show up in one way and they show up in another, it opens the door for many different opportunities. It's almost like instead of it only being one way, now there are two ways and we have options. It's almost like you two combined together creates a bigger pot of abundance or opportunities, or there are more treats in the bowl to pick from because of the combined assets between the two of you. It creates more abundance, I guess. So I was trying to find the right way to say it. I can see it, but I was trying to like articulate that. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. They feel like it is a fated destiny point right now to move this forward. Ace of Wands again, double clarification. This person is very sexually attracted to you and they want all of it. Capiche? The Fool, Aries energy. They want to take a risk. They want to take a leap of faith. They want to try again. Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords. But the truth is that they know that doing this is going to hurt somebody or somebodies. And also, the truth is that in the past, whatever happened that blasted this apart, this person was very hurt and almost borderline destroyed by what happened. I see someone laying on their bed in fetal position sobbing as an adult, not a little kid. Someone really, really, really was destroyed here, like crushed. We have number one, the Sword and the Scales. Making this correct, making this right, making amends. That's the second time I've seen that. Yours is over here. You're trying to offer this person the olive branch. They too feel like they have something that they need to make amends to you for, making things fair. Number 8, the Blinders. This is someone very concentrated on and focused on getting the message to you the correct way. And number 6, the Flag. They feel like being with you will be the highest achievement of their life. It's a victory to be yours. It is, they feel like they've climbed to the mountain, Mount Everest, put their flag up there with all the others and basically said, I know that you are the pinnacle of what I have been wanting in my life, the relationship with you, what we're going to build. Everything I lost had to be looked at as to inside of my own self. What is clear? What is what I know? What have I been holding my breath because I've been so stressed? But what can I release so I can speak that truth and open my throat chakra? Because what they want is a full, abundant life with you. You may already know that. I think they do want to talk to you about how bad things hurt when things broke apart in the past, and everything that was lost, everything in that lost parrot, everything that once was lost is now has been refound, refurbished, better, in a better way now. If that makes sense. Number 11, relax. They feel good when they're with you. They feel like they can just be their authentic self and just be happy being with you. And 45, listen. They feel like you are a very good listener. They also want to hear everything you have to say. This is someone that really wants to hear you out and really wants to understand how, why, what, where, when, all of it. They really want to hear everything you have to say about this situation. And that's pretty powerful, Cancer. I feel drawn to pulling you guys a timing card on this, and I don't regularly do that, but there's someone here that's like screaming virtually, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. This is going to take more than a year. So whenever you're hearing this or watching this, from this day forward, it will take a little bit more than 1 year for this to come in, because this is a lot of moving around of chess pieces, especially with this. This is always the hardest thing to navigate in any moving forward, is that there are other human beings that have feelings, that have expectations, that have needs, that have there's a word trying to pull up. This is the thing that is the number one thing that has caused this to have to pause and be on hold. And it's really revered by both of you in two very different ways. That's why this is going to take a little bit more than a year from whenever you're hearing this. But trust and know that no matter how slowly this has come in, when this knight moves, he moves forward one step at a time and does it authentically because he wants it done the right way. So that's also why this is going to take a little bit more than a year, because it needs to be done correct this time. So, Cancer, this is where I'm going to leave this. This got really long, but it had to be. I never set limits because I go with what we need to do. So, if this is your story, please hit the like button, drop me a comment or an emoji in the text box below, and please remember to become a subscriber to this channel. I'm also going to say to you, I am going to put my email address in the more section. I am actively looking for a couple of people that would allow me to try out my ability to do a personal reading for you, based on the fact that I don't know any of you. I do a lot of personal face-to-face readings for people and they go really, really well, but I want to do kind of a trial run. So if that is something that you're interested in from me, please email me. Find my email in the About section. Send me an email and I will select some people and I will reach out to you via email back. So if that's something of interest to you, I want you to contact me and then we'll go from there. I want to do a couple of them complimentary just to kind of try that out. So I'm offering that. If you're still here and listening to this, you were here for a reason. You were guided here for a reason. So I will see you guys next time, Cancer. Bye-bye.